What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tock Uncensored podcast. I am your host, Isaac, along with my co-host, Sexual Chocolate himself, Mr. RJD. What's going on, my brother? How's everything? Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. It's been
Welcome
like how
back,
long?
man. It's
How
been
long has it
like
been?
2 months, man. Where the hell you been? Where the hell you been?
Bro, I just had a baby, man. Just had a baby.
What?
A baby.
Really?
Yes, I just had a baby, bro.
Oh shit!
Surprise, mother.
Yes, my baby girl.
A new
My
edition.
baby girl. Yes. Yes, my baby girl was born on December.
Great to bring new additions into the world.
December, on Thursday. My baby girl was born on Thursday, 6 p.m. ish. A healthy baby, very vocal because when she cries, she's loud as hell. And of course, my dumb ass got sick this week, so I couldn't really see her. But once I'm 100%, my ass is going to the Bronx, and I'm gonna go see my baby girl.
As you should. Listen, man. First and foremost, let's hit the Don DeMarco for you, cause still working. I see, even though you're 50 years old, still working, still getting it in, still working, still getting it in. Listen, I heard that like 65. You need pop pill for that thing to work, and you're almost there, and you're still alive and well. Shout out to you, Al Pacino, and Robert De Niro, man. All three of you guys.
Stop it.
Matter of fact, no, let's not stop it. Let's hit the.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Where did you find this? It still works, man. I'm just glad that you're alive and well. Everything is still working. You didn't have a heart attack in the middle of the act. Awesome shit. But in all seriousness, congratulations. We hit.
Thank you.
I would hit 18 buttons for you if I could, but we'd be here all day. But I am very, very happy for you, brothers.
Thank you.
That is a little boy and a little girl.
Yep.
Man, you have completed the duo. Now, if you want to make the starting five, I guess you gotta get to work. But at least you got two. You got two like spades. You got two books like spades. So I'm glad. We took a little hiatus because, Isaac got to tend to the family as he should. I would have took a month off if he wanted to take a month off. Family is more important than anything. So I am glad that we are back. I am glad that Isaac is back. I am glad that my man has been invigorated and he has been uplifted and uprooted, and now he is focused. And now we are even more focused because it's like, yeah, man, shit is about to hit the fan. So I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm glad we're back. I'm happy to be back. And I'm just glad everything is okay, man. Everybody is healthy. Everybody's doing well. So, we're going to big that up.
Hell yeah.
Well, hell yeah to that.
Thank you.
I said give me a hell yeah.
As I try to share, there you go. Finally shared the goddamn thing. I've been trying to share this thing since we started. But at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. It's all about family. I think Rich wanted to jump on today too. I don't know if he wants to still, but I think
he did like. So first off, Rich, thank you, bro, for the like.
Let me hit him up. Let me see if he wants to come on later. I just hit him up, see if he wants to come. I know he told me later if he wanted to come on. He's like, yo, if Isaac is busy, I'll hop on. and we could chop it up. But
yo, I was watching that clip with Punk versus Samoa Joe. Remember when Punk jumped on the turnbuckle? He was getting ready to how you call that? Body the splash. He's ready. Yeah, body splash on Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe just walked away.
Oh yeah, he did the walk off. My man said
he did the walk off.
Man, we're not doing this bullshit. So like, we're not doing this bullshit. We're not doing this. I don't know what you're talking about. Honestly, to me, I think get into a little bit of wrestling talk here before we rock out. I think Joe should have beat him. I would have beat him. That's just me. I'd have beat Punk. I know that's controversial. Oh, well, you want to beat him? Yes. I would have beat him. Why the hell not? Why not? I would have beat Punk, let him come back and let him earn it.
But but technically Joe doesn't really need the tournament. He is a TV champion, so uh, but that's gonna be an interesting match against Punk and Ricky Starks. Can't wait to see how that works out.
They probably end up giving it to Punk. He's freshly back, or they might give it to him or Ricky. Hold on, let me grab my tea. Oh shit! Thank you, baby. I got it. I had to grab it. Shit. My doors don't work. It's funny, Adrian just closed up on me. Yes, I'm in the gym. Lift. Anyway, but I have such a cool personality. Listen, before we get into this movie talk, we did miss a couple of very big things that happened. So I definitely want to touch on them because we did miss it. But what the hell did you think of this submarine stuff? Because we missed that story. What you think about that?
Well, first off, I'm not spending over $200 to go deep down in the ocean seas to look at the Titanic. I wanted to see that there's museums. I'm pretty sure that they have a whole thing on Titanic that you could go see it. I'm not risking my life to go down there. So, I mean, I do feel bad and send my condolences to the friends and family that have lost someone in that tragic incident. But like, come on, bro, you got brain cells. Think. And the thing didn't even look strong enough to even go that deep. You know what I'm saying? To go that, because once you hit a certain level in the deep ocean, it becomes more I want to say like gravitational, like it's more like force push.
Well, I
Like
think
it's
what it is
if it's not like an actual military submarine, like I think it's the Navy that have the submarines. Like if it's not something like that, or the Marines, if it's not the Marines submarines, you're not surviving that shit. You're not. There's no
it's
way.
about you could get crushed. It's the pressure of the water on top of you. It's
That's what I was trying
literally
to look
that.
for. I couldn't
Yeah,
even think of it. Yeah, the pressure of
it's
the water
literally the
could
water.
definitely crush
That's
you.
what it is.
Yeah.
And they got crushed. And first of all, my condolences to the family
Hmm.
because we don't play around with lives here. You don't want nobody to lose their life
Hmm.
first and foremost. But I don't know. I wouldn't have done it. I'm not that guy. But I don't. That's rough, man. That's rough.
It is. It's very rough.
And that's a hard way to go, man. Damn, that shit probably. They said that shit exploded, which means they just blew up. Like
Hmm.
that's rough, man. Um. Also, real quick, so our condolences to the friends and family there. What do you think about all this gun violence in Chicago, where there was a guy, I don't know if he was in the LGBTQ community, but I know in Baltimore somebody shot up a bunch of people, and then there was another mass shooting, like 30 people got injured, and then a couple of weeks ago in Chicago there was another shooting where from there was a weekend in Chicago that we took off because we've been off 3 weeks, right? There was one of these weekends. It was 30 people got injured in this weekend, and from 2 years old to like 50 years old. That's crazy. That means a 2-year-old got injured by a gunshot wound. What do you think? What the hell is going on in Chicago and Baltimore and all these cities with all these goddamn violence? Because that was something I was going to talk about too when we were off. Because it was like, I don't know what the hell is going on with all this gun violence, bro. Shit.
I don't know either, man. I really don't know. That's fucking crazy. I didn't even hear about this. Like you're just telling me this now. Like I don't.
Yeah, bro, it was wild. The last couple of weekends was wild. Even last week, there was in Baltimore, I think 9, 10 people got shot. I think I don't want to misquote, so I'm not gonna say what his sexual orientation was because it doesn't even matter. But he shot up
Right.
8 or 9 guys. He just shot them up. It's
That's
craziness.
crazy. I don't. I don't know, bro. That's why I say I don't. There's got to be a way to really restrict these gun. Make it more harder for you to carry a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be a way. There has to be a way. Like this shit is crazy, bro. Out here in New York, there's it's not guns, but dudes been slashing like doormans. Have you seen that on the news?
Wait,
There's
what?
yeah, there's, and I hate to say it like this, but on the video, it's
Nah,
a
say
young,
it. Fuck all
it's
that.
it's it's a it's a young black kid going around to doormans and slashing them, bro. Like it's
Why?
crazy. I don't know. I have no
Stupid.
idea, and they have yet to catch this kid. They haven't caught him yet.
He's
Just
just
been
slashing people for no goddamn reason.
just slashing people for no reason, bro.
What the holy hell,
It's
bruh?
crazy.
I don't understand. I'm gonna keep it above with you, bro. I don't understand it. I don't know why. I don't know why people, why there's such gun violence. Listen, I know violence is natural in regards to people, but I don't know why these people are doing some of the things that they're doing. It really comes down to it makes no goddamn sense. It really doesn't, and
It
I
doesn't.
struggle to understand the reasoning. Like, why would you just? It's like senseless violence. Like, I understand somebody hurt you, do something to you, and you do something to them. Somebody mess with you, and
Hmm.
it escalates. I get that, but what's the point of somebody doing their job and then you just effing with them? To me,
Stupid.
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Bro, that brings me back to what I was gonna talk. What I wanted to bring up in the first place, bro. You are a father, second time around. Congrats, as always, Don DeMarco. You did hear the Don DeMarco, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so now you were just telling my wife that it's a different feeling from having a little boy than having a little girl, and you just want to protect your little girl with all your heart. Obviously. Um, what do you think now, or how do you think you're going to go about doing that? I mean, I know it's a very broad and loaded question, but
Uh,
what do you think now? Now that you have a little girl in the world and that little boy, how does your perspective change? I guess that's a better way to ask that question.
uh, well, if I conceal a weapon, that
He went
I'm
right there,
gonna
huh? You just went right to it.
I'm gonna have to make sure I'm licensed to carry, to own one, and train, so that way I don't hurt people, and I'm not really like gonna use it unless I have to. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you could just show somebody a gun that's threatening your life, and they'll be a little back offish. Not everybody, but some people will be a little back offish. Like, okay, yeah, this guy's carrying. I'm a back away. If I do use, I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna be in a time where I had no choice but to use it, because my life, my kid's life, my family's life was being threatened. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like it's I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna get to a point where it's just gonna be an all out war. And I'm not even talking about it's gonna be between like gangs and shit. Like, no, it's gonna be an all out war between a lot of people. I'm seeing it.
You think how so?
Well, for starters, I've been seeing more videos of police departments being using their forcefulness in not mostly in New York, because I haven't seen any in New York yet, but I've seen it in other states. I've seen it, matter of fact, in I think it was Lancaster, Pennsylvania. There was uh there was cops called in at a store, because the people called the cops for a, it was like a supermarket. So these two elderly black couple were at a supermarket and they were, I guess, purchasing, food shopping, whatever. They got cops called on them because there was an assumption that they were stealing. So cops came,
A elderly couple?
an elderly couple, elderly black couple.
That's stupid.
Stupid.
So now cops came. They've they arrested the guy, and then the other cop, because the guy's wife was recording the whole situation. Meanwhile, she's not the only one. There was somebody sitting in the car recording the whole situation as well, saying like, "Oh, they didn't do nothing." You could tell the lady was white, just by the sound of her voice. So she was saying like, "Oh, they didn't do nothing." The other cop goes and tackles down this elderly woman to the ground, bro. Like he tackled her to the ground. First off, no man in the police department should be laying their hands on a woman. That's why there are female officers there. This is not the 1950s when there was no female cops. This is 2023. If there is a situation that involves a woman, no male cop should be laying his hands on a woman.
That's an interesting perspective, brother.
Bruh.
I don't know if I agree with that one, but go
First
continue. I don't want to cut you off.
First off, second, if first thing you should have been asking them is like, okay, we got this call. They said that you guys were stealing something. Do you have receipts to prove that these items were purchased? There is nothing wrong with asking a couple for a receipt. You know what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous. This is not the first couple. There's an actual black couple that's part of the LGBTQIA plus community that was also in a situation like, but they didn't get tackled. They called the cops saying that there was a couple of black folks stealing items. They had just bought a house. They went to bed. What is it? Bed
Bath and Beyond?
No. Yeah. Right? Is that them? Yeah, they purchased stuff for the house, right?
Mhm.
Because this going out of business. So they had a sale.
Yeah.
They bought $600 worth of stuff. Thought that they were stealing, so they called the cops. The cops came. Guy actually showed them the receipt. Like, look, I purchased these items. Yo, he literally went back in the store and was like, which one of you guys called the cops on us? I want to know what was the reason for that. So the lady that actually called the cop came and was like, well, I have my rights to call the cops. For what? You have no evidence as to this couple who just came in to buy stuff for their brand new house stealing. What is wrong with asking for a receipt, bro? They do it out here all the time in Costco. You go to Costco, you purchase something. What's the first thing you do before you leave that fucking store? You give the security guard your receipt so they can see that all the items that were in it. Home Depot. Look, everybody's doing it, bro. There is nothing wrong for you guys who work in these stores, in these retail stores, to ask for a receipt to make sure that every item that is in that bag or shopping cart it was purchased by the customer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous that all of this stuff now, two black people going walking into a store. Oh yeah, I think they're stealing. Can I get the cops in? Like, are you serious? Come on, man. You got to think. And for me, if I was a retail store owner and I see this going on, do you know how quick I would have flew down to my stores at these locations? And I would have had a very serious conversation with the person, and it's not going to end too well for that person, because guarantee it, they would have lost their job. Because that's just the shit that you cannot put up with, especially if you own these stores. And I get it, your store's going out of business, everything is on sale, so you might not care about it, but at least try to save face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to protect your image. Because what happens if now this store is closing, but what if you want to open up another store? Oh, you were the guy that didn't even do nothing. So why am I gonna purchase from your store?
I look at it like this. That's a wild situation, and that brings me into something I'm going to talk to you about anyway, because that was a big thing, and that happened a couple weeks ago. We got to touch on that because I really want to know your opinion. But as for this situation, I mean, come on, ain't no reason to tackle no elderly people, man. Maybe that security guard's having a bad day. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. Like somebody, even if an elderly person is stealing, like, make sure first before you just go tackling people. Like it's like if they don't like you don't just go tackling people for no reason. That's kind of weird.
Exactly, bro.
So I don't know. Maybe that security guard's having a bad day. Maybe they said if one more person gets past you, you're fired, and he took it crazy. I don't fucking know. But that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Stupid.
We're just gonna call that what it is. I want to talk to you about the 14-year-old kid who shot the dude. Now, unless you were living under a rock, Isaac, I know you heard about that.
No, I was living under the rock because I didn't know nothing about that.
I know you
What
was on
the fuck?
I know you was on daddy duty, but let me all right, share my screen.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Now this happened a little while ago, so I think I could get away with playing this. It's only 25 seconds, but I'm gonna give you the whole story. But this happened. We didn't get a chance to talk about it. I know it happened 2 weeks ago. Please don't come for me in the fucking comments afterwards and on YouTube and everything. I know this happened 2 weeks ago, but me and Isaac just got back. I want his opinion. Leave me alone.
Get the fuck out of here!
Great.
Get your food!
Oh yeah. I heard about this. I heard about this.
Get your food!
My man popped homeboy.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I heard about this.
So, Isaac, brother. Oh shit! Wait. All right, unshare my screen. Unshare before they flag us. I don't want to get flagged. So, all right, Isaac. Obviously, the world heard about this. Now, if you didn't know and you have been living under, see, Isaac wasn't living under a rock. See that? Good job, bro. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you haven't heard. What happened was a Chicago woman. I'll get the names and all that in a minute, but I'm just gonna briefly get it so I can get Isaac's opinion. We can have a nice discussion around this. A Chicago woman went into a chicken spot in Chicago at 11 o'clock at night, whatever, with her 14-year-old son. We do not know what happened or what took place, but obviously there was an argument and it escalated. Obviously, we don't know why it escalated, but obviously it did. And we see the end of the argument where the man is saying, "On God, you better not say one more thing," and he begins to unload right and left hooks on this woman.
Mm-hmm.
Her son, who is 14, goes and he already, because I saw the video, I guess she had told him during the escalation, "Go get that pew pew," and he went and got the pew pew and pew pewed homeboy in the back. Now he leaves the store. And he follows him and basically execution style deletes him. You know, we're trying to keep it clean for YouTube. And after he was deleted, mother tried to take the gun. They left. He didn't give the gun back to the mom. They turned themselves in a day later. They were charged, and then the charges were later dropped 2 days later. So I think me and Isaac are gonna have different opinions on this, so I really want to get his opinion. What do you think about this situation, and what are your thoughts?
Well, first off, to my understanding, it was the mom. She did text the son. She didn't tell him to get a pew. She just said like, "Yo, can you come handle this? Like he's acting crazy or whatever."
Go get that. Yeah.
So the kid, he got it. He got what up, Genesis? What's going on, girl? How you doing?
Genesis in the chat. What it do? Let's hit the Don DeMarco. Genesis, hit the like button and share. You heard me? Hit the
So
like button, please, and share.
so he walks up into the store
We back.
and yeah, listen, I think they figured I guess they felt like this was just more of a uh defense case. You know what I'm saying? But for them to get charges and then get the charges dropped, that's the only way I could see it. Uh, as the defense attorney was just like, okay, well, this is more of a self defense case, so he's got nothing going on there. Because obviously you could see, I think the guy was like the mom's boyfriend or something like that, and they had an argument, a little dispute. Every couple goes through it, but I never put my hands on my woman. I don't do that shit.
That wasn't her boyfriend. That was somebody that was just there.
No, from my understanding was that they were actually involved. I might have to relook that up, but yeah, I for what
Nah,
I
yeah.
understood, they were together
No sir.
because she threw out his name in there and everything to her son. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I mean, like I said, this just looks like one of those self defense cases. Like, dude just went off on his mom. She texted him. Of course, the only first uh reaction he's gonna have is gonna take this dude out. Like, you put your hands on my mom and you think you're gonna live? No, you're not. I'm gonna take you out, bro. So you're not gonna hurt my mom or any other woman. Uh, and I feel like that's what happened. Was, they saw it as a self defense case, even if they turned themselves in. They had charges. Charges was later dropped.
Oh man, there's so much to unpack. I have so many mixed feelings about this. First things first. Um, all right, let's start here. Do you think the son did the right thing protecting his mother with the initial pew pew? And do you think he did the right thing by following homeboy out the store and then pew pewing and deleting him?
What? Say that again. Hold on.
Do,
Go ahead. Say that again.
do you think the son did the right thing protecting his mother with the first pew pew in the store?
Um. Uh. Yeah.
Okay, no, I mean, all right. So me personally, anybody, any one of us was 14 years old. Yeah, well, that's crazy. First of all, congrats, Genesis, on your promotion. Let's start there. Congrats. Um, the case was dropped, so they're good. They're not being prosecuted, the mother or the son. The mother was being prosecuted and the son was being prosecuted, even though he's under 18. He was being prosecuted too, but then they dropped the case. So what I would say is, if that brother, that young brother was definitely used to handling pew pew, because if you see the video, he didn't even he didn't jump, he wasn't phased, he didn't look scared, none of that. My thing is, I'm not mad at him for protecting his moms. I'm not. I'm mad. I'm more so mad because a man lost his life. Like, and do I think he should have been prosecuted for unloading on her like that? Yeah, man. You can't go around knocking girls around like that, bro. You come on now. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, actions have consequences, and he paid the ultimate price for hit those hooks off on that woman. Because he did that, now he is no longer here with respect. So he paid he paid a consequence for his actions. It's unfortunate that he passed away, but there are no actions without reactions. There are actually, everybody's actions have consequences. My thing is, nobody wants to talk about how did they end up in that situation in the first place? Nobody wants to talk about that. So if everybody wants to hold the man accountable as they should, and they want to hold the son accountable, because matter of fact, let me ask you this: do you think what he did was right, following that dude out?
No.
Because they could have locked him up for that. He's lucky. The only reason why they didn't lock him up, Isaac, keep it 100, is because it made national news. They didn't want the bad press. I'm telling you. There's no way. There's no way. Now, in Chicago, there's a law that says if somebody is beating on, like, let's say somebody's beating on your mom, your brother, your cousin, whatever, and you use deadly force against them because you're getting beat to a bloody pulp, you can do that, and it's self-defense in Chicago. So the law was on their side. Where it's different is when you following a guy out the store and you take him out. That's not self-defense. You're hunting the guy at that point. Like you know what I'm saying? You're actively following the guy at that point. That's not self-defense. The danger is not in the store anymore. So they got lucky. That's all I'm gonna say. And she texted him to go handle that. So she put him in that position because I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is not gonna be a popular opinion, but she's got to take some accountability for that too. Why is it they got the video, right, of the end where he unloads on her and then gets pew-pewed? Why we don't have the video of how it escalated? You don't find that funny? You don't find that interesting? Why we don't have the video showing why that escalated to that point? So you mean to tell me I'm supposed to believe that a woman and her son go into a chicken spot and a guy just says, "Yo, go get your food," and starts punching her for no reason? Right or wrong? Now he's wrong. Ain't nothing right about that. But something happened that we don't know. Right? You have your son with you. You've got a very, very angry man telling you, "Yo, on God, shut up, shut up, shut up, leave me alone." She says something else. He unloads on her. Now everybody's life is affected. What do you think would have happened if she just walked out?
You done yet?
Nothing would have happened.
What do you think would have happened if he said, "Yo, on God, get your food," and she took her son and left? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to talk about that because they're like, "Oh, she's the victim." Yes, she is a victim. But yes, a man is also deleted. A man is also no longer here. Like everybody had a part to play in that. Now, the one who suffers the most is that man's family, and that's that kid. Because now that kid is a man now. He done took a life. That's a big deal. What about the psychological effects of that kid taking that man's life like that? Now he might feel like, "Yo, I did what I had to do to protect my mom," as you should, as we all should. But what did the mom do to protect him?
Nothing.
Because I know me, I ain't never been in that position. My mom would have left. My mom would have left that store. I got my son with me. I'm out. This guy wilding out. We'll get chicken tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We'll get chicken tomorrow because this guy's bugging. Like, there's a lot wrong in this situation, and it's unfortunate because now what if that guy's people, like, their names are all over the news? What if that guy was gang affiliated? You think they're gonna let that go?
Nope.
They gotta
They definitely
leave.
would not. Yep.
They gotta leave Chicago. They gotta be gone. Like tomorrow. Bro, your name is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That kid's name and face, even though he's a minor, is everywhere. This might be off top. Recent of a random shooting. I don't know how I'm alive today. A child was killed and he deleted himself. I have thought so many ways I could have saved him, but even if I had a pew pew on me, probably I was going to jail for shooting him because he didn't point the pew pew at me. Oh, Jesus. That first of all, that's rough. That's a rough situation. I mean, it's not off topic completely. I just think that mother didn't have any situational awareness because out in the world, and listen, out in the world, unless a woman has a projectile weapon, if a 25-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman are arguing and that 25-year-old man unloads on that 25-year-old woman, ain't nothing she could do about it. And that ain't right. That brother, I wish he was here. He should have been held completely responsible for what he did. But that woman did not put herself or her son in a good situation. If you're arguing with a dude 11 o'clock at night in Chicago, you from Chicago, you know how dudes is wilding out there. Why didn't you just take your food and leave? Why didn't you leave when he started getting animated? Why didn't you just leave? Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. You know what? I don't want no chicken tonight. Everybody got to be held accountable, man. Are you reading up on it? Because I know you be doing that when I start talking. When I start talking, you start reading articles and shit. Like, but yeah, man, I just a lot of people are. Everybody's like, yeah, and the son. I heard he was a good kid, good in school, college bound. I think Nicki Minaj said publicly that she was
it's
gonna
crazy
help
because
him go to
all they
school
say
and all
is
that.
that all they say was that they were getting into an argument, but they never say what the argument was about.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. Why do you think that is? This is not. You know what I'm saying? This is not off
I
topic.
agree.
It is. I agree. This is not off topic, bro. This is not something that is surprising. They're not telling us because they don't want us to know because maybe he was minding his business and maybe he cut her off. Maybe she cut him off. And then it escalated. Now because he got animated and crazy and put hands on her, he lost his life. The son has now taken a life. The mother's face is now plastered all over national news for the last 2 weeks. Now, what if there's a retaliation? You think that person didn't have a family, a brother, a father, a cousin, an uncle? Violence begets more violence. What if somebody made the right decision? What if one of those adults made the right decision? What if she left? We don't know what the argument was over.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been his fault. Could have been her fault. Who knows? Everybody wants to focus on what he did in putting hands on her, but nobody wants to talk about how we got there. And I think if you're going to talk about it, we got to talk about the whole thing. It just sucks, man. I hate people when it comes to like people's lives, people just be out here playing with people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about it like it's nothing, but it's not nothing, man. It's not nothing. People's lives your life is a precious thing. You can't just be talking about it like it don't matter. Somebody lost their life in this situation, man. That brother I don't know if he had kids. That brother had people who loved him, whether he was right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That mother, she got people who love her. That son, what's going on in his head now? Imagine that, Isaac, when he was 14 and you were supposed to put somebody down. Or you made the choice to put somebody down. How would that have affected your mind at 14?
Yeah, I don't think I would have came out all right from that.
I know me at 14. I was a different person.
I mean, look at the people. It's like being in the military. You know what I'm saying? Like you're out there, but you've seen so much shit. You come back, your mind is not the same.
Not the same.
In this case, it's the same shit. You could be a 14-year-old kid. You just shot somebody in pretty much in cold blood. You know what I'm saying? your mind is not going to be right after that. It's not.
And I think that is something that we all need to talk about. It's fine to talk about, all right, yo, that brother wilded out. Why he right hook on her like that? We could talk about that, but we also have to talk about why did she not protect her and her son in that situation? She made the choice to stay and keep talking to that man, and it escalated into what it turned into. She could have left because he stood 10 toes down on what he was saying. She could have walked out that store. He would still be here. Everybody would still be here. But one bad decision changes the whole dynamic. She could have protected her child by walking out. Her job was to protect her child, but instead he had to protect her. He had to protect her. Matter of fact, where's the child's father? Nobody wants to talk about that either. Where's the husband? Nobody wants to talk about that either. Nobody wants to talk about that. But we don't need men, though. We don't need men. I've actually heard people say that. Oh, we don't need no men. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, no, I heard the same thing too.
Sure we don't. But anyway, let's get off of this dreary topic. Let's talk about Spider-Man. You finally saw it?
Yes, I did.
Actually, wait, hold that thought. Mission Impossible is out. I'm going to see Mission Impossible. That's all I had to say. Go ahead. Go ahead. What do you think about Spider-Man?
Bro, I thought Spider-Man was actually really good. It's not as bad as the first one, but this was still a very good
yes, it is.
Animated film. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it is. Why? Let's go. Tell me why. Let's go. I'm ready for you. I want the smoke. Tell me why. It was better than the first one.
How is it better than the first one?
I asked you first. Can't do that.
No, I want to see it because I can't really give my opinion.
Oh, that's bullshit. Wait.
Stop the cat.
That's bullshit.
I think the first one was still. I think the first one was still better because I don't know. There was something about the first one that the second one was kind of lacking out of. I can't really put my finger on it, but it was just something that wasn't there for me to say that this movie was better than the first one. I'm not saying that this movie still wasn't a great film. It was great.
Just because you don't think it was better doesn't mean it was whack. I understand.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but overall it was still good. The story was good. There were certain parts that were bugged out in there. In Genesis, once you see it, you're gonna see why I say that.
We got you. No spoilers.
No spoilers. I finally saw The Little Mermaid. Jazz took me for my birthday. Oh, that's what's up. Oh, very belated birthday.
Happy belated.
Happy belated.
If you didn't get us the first time, happy belated. Second go around. I look at it like this. To me, I like the fact that it was a more fleshed out story. More characters were fleshed out. I like that. First of all, the way it ended. Listen.
Bro, they fast X'd us. You know that, right?
I didn't see Fast X.
X'd us. Bro, Fast X ended the same way.
Bro,
now you know there's gonna be a part 2 to Fast 10, right? So now this is the same shit. This I don't know why the fuck they doing this to us. Because how you leave us on a cliffhanger and not finish the fucking story.
Bro, I look at it like this. And you got, bro, I'm sitting there. Now, mind you, the movie is 2 hours and 25 minutes long. So it's 2.5 hours. It's not, the movie is very good. The movie is very greatly paced because it's 2 hours and a half, and it doesn't feel like it's 2 hours and a half.
2 hours and a half. Yeah, exactly.
It feels like it flows perfectly. So you don't notice that 2 hours and a half had went by. The problem I had is that I would have sat there for 40 more minutes just to see how that ends. They could have gave me another half an hour or another 40 minutes, and I would have sat my ass in that chair just to see how it ends. Because the way it left us, I was like, bruh.
Bruh.
I was like, yo. I was like, how do you end a movie like that? I was like, this, because I'm sitting there like, ooh, this about to go down at the end. It's about to go down, and then it's like, it's over. I was just like, bruh. I was sitting there like,
How dare you?
this is disrespectful. This is
How, Sway?
How you end like that?
Back to go
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't.
I did not have the answers, bro. I was so upset. I was like, how do you end the movie like that? What you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
But to me, more fleshed out story. They focused on other characters, which I really liked. They had a shitload of callbacks to other things and other fan service. I thought the first one was A. I thought this one was A plus. It's gonna be hard to top it. I thought the writing was good. I thought the action was good. The animation is great. I love the way they started. Hated the way they ended it. But it wasn't like I hated it like in a bad way. It's like a good hate. It's like, damn, I hate that way they did that.
The way Spider-Man 2099 just went like crazy in that movie, I was just like, damn, bro, you look like a psycho right now.
Word. Shout out to all the voice actors too. They all did their thing. I shout out to Isaac. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal in every freaking thing he does. But shout out to him. Shout out to everyone else who did their thing. Everybody is just savage in this movie. This movie is very, very good. I would implore everybody to go see it because it is that good.
Mm-hmm.
Mission Impossible is out. I'm going to see that too. What do you think about Warrior coming back? Are you caught up?
I'm on episode 3 right now. So I'm almost
4
there.
out, right? There's 4 out, right? Yeah. Did they release the first 3 at once?
No, they did the first 2, I think. First 2.
Oh, so I was 2 up. I was 2 down. Yeah, I saw all of the episodes. I think I like where they're going with it with Warrior. I didn't see episode 4 yet, but I like where they're going with it. I like where they left off. I like where they're going with it. I think they are Warrior is simply phenomenal. I implore everybody to go watch it.
Have you seen Mayans?
Yeah, I'm caught up on Mayans.
Bro, this show, they're going out with a bang in this series finale, bro. Like the shit that's going on in this fucking series, bro, like in this season, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on with this shit? Like, it's so much shit going on, bro.
It's funny how Easy and his brother have switched roles. Now his brother's all soft and Easy is with the shits.
Mm-hmm. But now Homegirl died, and I have a feeling Angel's gonna snap right back into that shit, and now he's gonna go into that dark hole with Easy, bro. He's gonna go up.
Easy went down the dark hole very. When Easy shot his ex-girl, his switch flipped off, and he was just like, he turned to the dark side. And when Homeboy had his son, I think, right, son, he turned to the light side.
Mm-hmm.
Now Easy, but now that they done blew up the meth lab, I don't know. It's looking like everything about to start crumbling, and that chick is gonna blow his spot. She's going to. She's gonna.
Oh yeah, I know it. I know.
Maybe he pew pews her before she does, but
yeah, like how he did to Creeper.
Yeah,
Creeper was getting ready to snitch this dude out to one of the club members, and he gets poked in prison. Like, oh my god, what? Yo, what the hell? This is some fucking Godfather shit that I just witnessed right now.
So maybe you can help me understand something. Homeboy's baby mother got poked up by that little girl. Isn't that the same little girl from like season 1 or 2 when she was the rebel? Because I was like, isn't that same little girl? But obviously she's little, so she's gonna age up. But isn't that same little girl that she was trying to protect when she was the rebel, and now that she's working for the cartel, in the show. Now she's like, yo, how you was fighting the cartel, now you working for them. Like, nah, you gotta die. Right? Is that why I'm assuming that's why she poked her up, right?
Yeah, I think that's the reason why she poked her.
Because I was like, that's that
you
same
gotta
girl
remember,
from one.
you gotta remember they've been trained going after Galindo. Galindo was a cartel. You know what I'm saying? So they were trained to go after these people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But now she's sitting there thinking like, okay, you working for the cartel. So now I'm gonna have to take you out. In her mind, that's what she's probably thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because you trained me to be this way, so
she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you the money and everything," but she's like, "Yo, I don't care about that. How you working for them?"
Exactly. She dead ass just looked at her. She was like, "Yeah, and you're the devil."
You're the devil. Like, poke.
I'm like, I'm waiting for Angel to find out what really happened to his girl, because I have a feeling he is going to go down that dark hole.
How's he gonna find out though? How's he gonna find out?
I don't know, bro. You know that they'll have ways of people always finding out shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting because I know it's gonna happen. I know he's gonna eventually find out what happened, because he thought his girl left. Like, no, bro, she died.
And she had all that money under the mattress.
Under the mattress.
Like,
yep.
I was like,
he thought she was gonna leave him. Now that she left, you know what I'm saying? Like, now that she's not there, now he thinking is like, damn, my girl dead ass just left me here with my son.
With all that money though, but still.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like damn, she dead ass just woke up and left me here with my son. Like, no, bro, that's not how it went down. Your girl got popped. She's laying dead somewhere
in the ditch.
I'm in the ditch somewhere. I'm waiting for them to find out. You know, cops are probably gonna find the body. They're gonna know who she's probably with.
Probably be on the news or something, right?
Something, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna watch the news. Oh, there she goes. My girl is dead. She never left me. She just died. And there goes that switch. That switch. And Angel's gonna be right there with Easy, bro.
Remember when Easy got shot? He was like, y'all mother effers ain't leaving here alive. Mm-hmm. He was like, I don't care what truce we got going on right now. It's not happening. As soon as I get the green light, it's on site. Yep. He was like, you try to kill my brother? You bugging.
Yep.
You bugging.
That's exactly
I ain't ever letting that go. I ain't ever letting that go. He got him too. He ended up getting him like 2 episodes later, something like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, my ends is going. There's only 1 episode left, or 2, right? Something like that. It wasn't that
2 episodes.
Yeah,
2 episodes.
Yeah, no way Easy leaves this alive, bro. No way.
Oh no, he's gonna die. He's gonna end up dying. And if Angel follows him to that dark hole that I have a feeling he's gonna end up being in, he's gonna die with him too. That's exactly how I see it.
Yeah, man. That's going.
It's either Easy dies alone or Easy dies with his brother. Like, that's the way I'm seeing it.
That's going to end with a bang. Maybe his brother's the one who takes him out. Well, his brother knows that he told, so I don't know. Yeah, Doesn't his brother know? Doesn't Angel know?
Angel know what?
That he told to get out early?
Yeah, he know. And remember, Angel was with him, working with him, because that dude, that psycho white FBI agent or whatever the hell he is. Potter? Yeah, Potter. Yeah, him. Bro, I wanted that dude to die in Sons of Anarchy. Okay, because he was in Sons of Anarchy. And I was like, and I hated that character so much. That was like, yo, they need to kill this guy off already. Like, he's pissing me off.
Potter is just like,
bro, he's a psycho. Bro, he kidnapped Angel's son when she gave birth in prison and then handed off to one of the agents that she ended up killing. I was like, what the fuck, bro? What the hell?
Yo, she was like, oh, word? She got the name? She's like, no, wait, no, pow. She went up in there, she all bloody. She just showed up at Angel's doorstep. Hey, Angel. All bloody and shit. She was like, what? Angel's like, I thought you was dead. What are we doing? Like,
right? Yeah, exactly. Like, I thought our son died. Like, no.
She was tortured. She was all tortured and shit. It was crazy, bro. Yep. She went up. Once she found the name, she was like, oh, nah. She was like, nah, everybody gotta go.
Nah, you good, Genesis, you good.
He was a pain in the ass in Sons of Anarchy. He was a pain
Yeah, he
in the ass.
was, bro. In Sons of Anarchy, he was a pain in the ass, and I'm like, how you not? How is this dude still alive, bro? We're in Mayans and he's still alive. Like,
but you know, if you touch that guy, there's gonna be some consequences and repercussions. Shout out to Jazz for being in the Bahamas.
Oh yeah. I was wondering why she's not here. Nah, I know.
That's always a good thing, bruh. It's like you can't touch a guy like that because they're gonna bring the hammer down. Like everybody going to jail, or they're gonna come kill everybody. You're gonna have to make that look so crazy. Like that guy is like untouchable, and he's like, you see what I did with one phone call. He's like, I took your empire down with one phone call.
Phone call, yeah.
And then with one phone call, I brought it all back. I was like, yo, if that's not he's swinging his meat around, if that's not like chin checking, I don't know what is, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you. What else? Oh, and the girl that this dude popped in the car that because he had feelings for her because she was working.
Oh yeah, but she was telling them. Yeah, she was informing on them.
Bro, no lie.
I didn't see that coming.
I saw it coming. Me and Jarrell saw it coming.
I didn't see it.
Me and Jarrell saw it coming because me and him spoke about this because the moment that she was going to her sister's house to snitch out the Mayans to a Sons of Anarchy member,
Sons,
I was like, oh yeah, once they find out, she gonna die.
I didn't know they knew.
Down, bro.
I didn't know they knew.
Well, I mean, I don't think they did. But remember when Creeper called and he told them, like, yo, listen, I got some info that there's a snitch in the clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they started having eyes on everybody. You know, like, okay, we got to find out who the snitch is. And once they saw who she was related to and who her sister was fucking around with, that's when they was like, oh, yeah, she got to go, bro. And I was like, damn, bro.
Because when she got popped, I said, oh, shit.
And I was like, damn, they used Prospect that was in love with her, too. That shit fucked with him, too. Because you saw him standing outside of the clubhouse, just looking at the
used to meet at.
Exactly. Just standing there looking at that empty space, bro. And I'm like, bro, that fucked with him mentally. You can see it in his face.
Word. But it's the club over everything. So what you gonna do? Well, yeah, I know that took its toll on him for sure.
I mean, come on, if Jax could pop his own mom for all this shit that happened,
and he wasn't gonna do it. Jax wasn't gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't think he was gonna do it, but
his mom was like, nah, you gotta do it, bro.
You gotta do it. Yeah. She was like, this is the way it's gotta be.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at you. I love you. And I was like, yeah, you giving this kid the okay to pop you? That's crazy.
She was probably ready to go. You know
I thought, because she knew she fucked up. She knew she fucked up. She knew it.
She was like, I'm ready. Ready to get out of here.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm kind of done. I don't have nothing else to talk about. You got anything, brother?
Nah, man. We on 30. We on an hour. It's a good show back. I got a lot of clips. Listen, man, we are back. Clips will be coming out periodically during the week. I will be doing the clips tonight when I come back home. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the clips and I'll drop 2 a day, every week. So I'm assuming I could get at least 2 a day for 5 days. So that's going to be the clip schedule. As always, we are back on track. All the big stories that we deem entertaining enough to talk about on here, we're going to bring them to the light. So look out for that. Hit the like on the YouTube. I will be sharing it. So even though I'll share it on Facebook and I'll share it on YouTube for Facebook Reels. So go follow the Facebook Reels, follow the YouTube. It's going to be on both. Hit the subscribe button. It'll be out. Start playing with me before I come for y'all and everybody gets stop. This is going to be the new schedule. This is what we're doing. We're going to be rocking out. We are back. Congrats to Isaac once again. Thank you, Genesis, for showing love. And listen, man, we're gonna up everything. Everything must be upped. Everything must be umped. Everything. Consistency, content, topics. Everything will be upped, and we're going to be giving you an hour to 2 every week unless, like I said, we might move the day because family matters, and we're gonna make sure Isaac does what he have to do. I do what I have to do. So we might move a day or two, but as for now, this is what we're looking like, and it's actually perfect. So Isaac, get well soon,
Thank you,
and
bro.
that's all I got for right now. So, I mean, you can bring us home, bro. Actually, we're gonna throw on some. So, Isaac ain't not nothing, so I'll bring us home. For Isaac, the pretty boy Poppy, newly crowned dad, proud father of 2. From him, Mr. Matos, and me, Mr. Bo the Sexy, Chocolate Thunder, Chocolate Arms are back. We are out. We love y'all. We will see y'all next week. Peace.